Monday morning, 5 a.m. Excited to be back at work. The new fog lights that we put on, because the old ones that I had on there were cheap and water was in them and they just didn't work anymore. But right now we're about to start heading to Sacramento to pick up our direct load, and we're going to be heading to Seattle, Washington. She's all good. She's all ready to roll. Let's go. Woo! 8:40 and I'm already drinking an energy drink. But yeah, man, we picked up our load. I usually don't like recording there because I just don't want to mess things up there. It's our direct load. So we picked up, they loaded us in like 30 minutes. We got a full truckload, about 20,000 pounds of shower parts. And yeah, you guys want to know what I did this weekend? Oh, you guys do? Okay, well, let's see, Friday, I got my truck worked on, new tires, put one of my old steer tires on my trailer, got a hub seal fix, got some new fog lights, and yeah, that was Friday, chilled Friday. Saturday, I watched, there was so many fights Saturday. Let's see, UFC. Where do I start? You guys already know I like UFC, but UFC. Where should I start? Okay, so I watched the Kevin Holland fight. I kind of knew that he was gonna win. If you guys know about UFC, then you guys know who I'm talking about. If you guys don't, then you guys probably don't care. But Kevin Holland, I was rooting for him. Derek Lewis, I didn't think he was gonna win, but he came out with some crazy knee kick. And then let's see, Bobby Green versus Tony Ferguson. I was going for Bobby Green. I think Tony's too old, but he was still pretty good. And then Alex Pineda versus some Russian guy. I was going for Alex. That guy's just a freaking beast. He's huge. And then for the main event, it was Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje. And yeah, it was number two. So last time Justin won, or Dustin Poirier, yeah, Dustin won. And this time Gaethje won. So it was a crazy head kick. But then I was mostly excited for the boxing match, Earl Spence versus Crawford. And I had Crawford winning that one, but man, that was a one-sided fight the whole fight. Spence got his ass beat. But I like them both, though. But I just thought Crawford was better. Oh yeah, and then the co-main event for that boxing match was Pitbull Cruz versus this other guy. And I was going for Pitbull Cruz, but I don't know. Pitbull Cruz, he wants a rematch with Gervonta Davis, but I don't know. I don't think it should happen. Davis would probably beat him up again. Oh shit. No, I was talking because I've been following. Well, I stopped talking because I was following this truck, and he all of a sudden slowed down. So I was like, what the heck? So then I was gonna go past him, but then I saw two CHPs pull up in front of him, so I was like, then I slowed down. But I was thinking, maybe he has like a radar, police radar in his truck, because he knew when to slow down, so I don't know. Because I'm over here by Willows, I think Willows actually. But yeah, the 135-pound division in boxing, I think the king of that is Gervonta Davis. I don't think Haney's good. Well, he is good, but I don't think he has what it takes to beat Davis if they ever fight. Then they have Shakur, they have Lomachenko, they have Ryan Garcia. That division is just, I don't know, there's so many fights that could happen. But I think the king is Gervonta Davis. He smoked Ryan Garcia. But yeah, UFC, man. Between UFC and boxing, I don't know. UFC is just way better. The fights are more exciting. Like, you just never know who's gonna win. This guy could be like the heavy favorite, and then the underdog ends up like winning by like a leg kick or freaking something random. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this load is technically a 2-dropper, but my it's one in Portland and then one in Seattle. But the one that's dropping off in Portland, it's like 5 small boxes that are like this big. So I could fit them in my sleeper if I have to, but my plan is to drop off in Seattle first, and then maybe try to find a load coming back home, and then on the way back home, I'm gonna stop by Portland and just drop off that. It's on a pallet right now, but I could, if I find a load coming back home and they seal it, I could just take off those boxes, just put them in my sleeper, and then stop in Portland and just drop them off. But I got an extra $250 to do that. It's literally like 5 small boxes like this. So that was a good deal. I told him, yeah, I'll do it. So 1 pick, 2 drops technically. Yeah, but this load is technically the best load I've had this year. I've had some other good ones, but I'm getting paid really, 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 really good for this load. So I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Even the guy said, he's like, I hooked you up a little bit more for this one. Usually we don't run it for that much, but he said I hooked you up this time, and I was like, sheesh, thank you, sir. But then again, after this week, he told me he probably won't have any loads for me the rest of this week. So we're gonna have to be working off the load board for the rest of the week, and he said maybe next week, Monday or Tuesday, he'll have something for me. So we'll see. But at least we got this load, and man, yeah, I already said it pays good, but so we're gonna have to try to find a load heading back home for Tuesday, tomorrow, coming back to Yuba City, and then from there, I don't know, we either head to LA or back up here to Oregon. But yeah, we have a really long drive to Seattle. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but there is a small chance that I can make it. Everything just has to go smooth, and obviously I'm gonna have to do a little bit more than the speed limit. So yeah, we'll see though. We'll see where I stop. Oh yeah, I probably forgot to tell you guys, but last Monday I took my drug test for New Era drug testing, and yeah, man, bad news. I got the email, and it said that I was positive for not just playing. I was negative for all the drugs listed. The don't do drugs. So I passed. So we can continue driving. But I was thinking the other day, I was like, a lot of truck drivers probably smoke weed. And yeah, I don't know how they pass, because I know, wow, I used to know some that would smoke weed and they would drive, and I mean, not while they were working, but, and I don't know how they would pass their drug test unless it clears out your system fast. I don't know. And I've always thought, like, oh, it says drugs and alcohol, so like the alcohol part always confused me. What is that about? I don't know. Why do they test for alcohol? Because if you couldn't drink alcohol and have your Class A, man, if I took that test, a bunch of black cherry White Claws would pop up. Positive for that. We are going to call it a night right here on the left-hand side. Yeah, so we stopped here in Federal Way, Washington. We're gonna sleep here for tonight. We're about 25 minutes away from our delivery, so they don't open until 9:30, so we'll probably leave like around 8:30 or 8. See if we can get there early. Just wait outside. But my dinner for tonight, you guys don't believe me, this is all I eat when I'm on the road. Nothing else. See, I try to say broke and poor. That's why I said poor. But yeah, I'm broke and poor because of these rates. All right, it's Tuesday morning, the next day. We're about 35 minutes away from Seattle, but I noticed one thing. I noticed that I'm wearing the Seattle Seahawks color, blue and lime green. It wasn't even planned either. So this is the first time I ever had to exit on the left-hand side. I don't think I've ever done that. I was kind of confused for a second. I was like, what the heck? Because I was all the way on the right to exit, but then I saw it was on the left, so I had to hurry up and scoot over to the left. And I was just so confused. Man, is this thing even tall enough for me to go under? Yeah, it is. But yeah, there was a lot of traffic right now, but that's, I guess, kind of normal for big cities in the morning. All right, so we are here. I already gave them my paperwork, but we were in the front and they told me to go in the back. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, the streets over here are small. So this is a place that I'm going to be coming to a lot. Maybe not a lot, but often with these direct loads. So now I know I can sleep behind here. If I ever need to just make it all the way. But yeah, let me go see where they want me to park. Yeah, so they're just gonna unload me like this because they don't use their docks here because their neighbors across the street complain that cars can't get by, so they have to work harder. And I just have to be like this. They're gonna have to use a pallet jack and a forklift. We are done getting unloaded here in Seattle. They took about an hour and a half, longer than what I thought. So now we're heading to Portland to make our second drop. We are here at our second stop. It's right there. I'm gonna check in. We're here in Portland. Okay, they unloaded us. Let's go. We're all done with this load. See if we can find another load going back to Northern California or just trying to do a local run up here. But that's for next video, you guys. Peace out.